The Alter Rebbe, the first Rebbe of Chabad. This is the wisdom of the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe. The first Rebbe of Chabad said, the commandment of loving every Jew this is relevant to anyone who was born into the Jewish people, even if you never met him, her. How much more does it extend to every man, woman, or Jewish community where you live, who belongs to your own community? It's much easier to love some Jew that you never met before, that lives in Kafkaz. Oh, you're a Jew, you're the son of God, we're all brothers with this. Like, what about your next door neighbor? Yeah, there's a joke. I'll tell you a joke. They say you ask a non-Jew, what do you think of the Jewish people? So the Jewish people are a bunch of thieves, a bunch of can't trust these Jews. They're insidious. They have a plan to take over the world. What do you think about Shlomo the butcher? Oh, Shlomo the butcher, he's an exception. This is a wonderful person, like my brother. What do you think about Zalman, the fruit store? So Zalman, the fruit, I would give him the keys to my house. Listen, this person, there's exceptions to the world. Is wonderful. You ask a Jew, what do you think about the Jews? Jews, they're God's chosen people, the greatest, wise, intelligent. What do you think about Shlomo the butcher? Shlomo the butcher, he should be wiped out of that. Why was the guy even born? A terrible, disgusting person. What do you think about Zalman in the fruit store? Zalman the fruit store, you can't trust this guy as far as you can throw him. Is it that? It is when it comes to generalities, the Jews love all the Jews. But when it comes to your next door neighbor, it comes to somebody you know, how do you say familiarity brings contempt? Come to know, we can't stand the guy. You ask the non-Jews, what about the no? In general, they can't stand them, but in specific, oh, he's a nice person, a good friend of mine. We were in the army together. So that's what the Rebbe says. The mitzvah of loving Jews applies to people you've never met, and how much more so the people who are part of your own community, you should love and respect them. Just to say one thing, what is the secret of loving everybody? In general, the secret of being positive. You have to look for something good in everything. Try to ignore the bad, and look and see the good. And some people, the only good thing you can find in them is that God creates them. Only God can create that person. Now, it doesn't mean that you love a person. It means you have to trust them and you have to give them money and you have to let them into your house. It could be the person is a liar, a cheater, but it means you shouldn't wipe them out totally. You should hope that that person, right, does good. So you don't have hatred for the person. You maybe have hatred for the bad things that he does, right? But on the other hand, you have to look at those bad things and see if you're really right. A lot of times you can misinterpret what people do and you hate the bad things that they do, and they're really not bad things. They're really not bad things. That they had bad upbringing, or that you don't understand what the person is doing, or something. So, as we'll talk about more, God willing, tomorrow. Now, a story.